Hey my friends, this is chapter 15, The Crickets. I think we could all say that Charlotte has great vocabulary. We are going to break down some of those words today. Before we determine the meaning of a word, I would like to read the text where I found it at. This is context clues. We're going to use the words around it to help us understand the meaning of a new word. I'm reading from page 114. Wilbur was now the center of attraction on the farm. Good food and regular hours were showing results. Wilbur was a pig any man would be proud of. One day, more than 100 people came to stand at his yard and admire him. Charlotte had written the word radiant, and Wilbur really looked radiant as he stood in the golden sunlight. Ever since the spider had befriended him, he had done his best to live up to his reputation. So as you can see, I have many words listed here. The first two that we hear are befriended and reputation. I'm going to read that sentence again, and I want you guys to help me. What do you think befriended means, and what do you think reputation means? Wilbur really looked radiant as he stood in the golden sunlight. Ever since the spider befriended him, he had done his best to live up to his reputation. With the word befriended, we can break it down. We see the smaller word, friend. To befriend someone is to become friends with them. The text is telling us ever since they became friends, he's lived up to his reputation, which is the next word we're going to take a look at. Reputation could be the beliefs or opinions that people have of you, or in this case, have of Wilbur. Wilbur at the Zuckerman farm is known for being terrific and radiant. Is he terrific and radiant? I think so too. When you get a lot of attention or become famous, some bad things might happen. This time as I read, I want you guys to listen for the words modest and fame. I'm reading from page 115. Some of Wilbur's friends in the barn worried for fear all this attention would go to his head and make him stuck up. But it never did. Wilbur was modest. Fame did not spoil him. You guys heard that, right? To be modest is when you don't have a high opinion of yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't believe in yourself, but you don't believe in yourself to a point where you think you're better than other people. Wilbur is modest. He doesn't think that he's better than any of the other animals, even though he's got the word radiant above his head. For the word fame, does it sound like any other word you've heard before? Famous, right? Too bad I'm not YouTube famous yet. I want to read that sentence one more time. This time you're listening for the word spoil. Wilbur was modest. Fame did not spoil him. Objects can spoil, like fruit. People and animals can be spoiled too. This means that that person has become too indulgent. Maybe you've heard the saying before that a child is spoiled. That means they were allowed to do too many things or given too many things without any corrective action. They have poor behavior choices because they were never corrected. They were never told no. Although Wilbur is getting all of this fame and attention, he does not become spoiled. Don't you think that's pretty impressive that he's still modest? Thank you so much for watching today.